Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody, on this November 1st, 2025. Kind of snowy. We got a few inches during the night last night. A little on the breezy side, which makes it chilly out here to say the least. But we do have the sun trying to come through, and the ice continues to flow down the river. And you guys are really going to have to get on me. I've twice now, knowing that we're going to have a little bit of the white stuff falling during the night, I first of all forgot to put the cover on the hovercraft, and for the second time I forgot to cover the four-wheeler. So I'm going to have to get snow off of both of them and try to get down this bank without falling, because I need to walk over and check things out with the boat. I think it'll all be all right. Only problem is this little trail goes right along here. And the thing about walking through the willows is you get buried in snow because you knock the snow off the limbs. And we get up here and like how the boat is, yeah, got a few inches of snow in it. But that'll be all right. We will kind of shovel that out, get rid of the majority of it. And this actually makes it easier once there's this much snow. Makes it much easier for that boat to slide right up here.
This morning is cloudy and gloomy, so I figured I might as well start a new batch of kombucha. I don't know if how many of you have ever heard of kombucha, but it's kind of a fizzy, carbonated, fermented drink. It's very, very healthy. And out here, we don't drink sodas. We rarely drink alcohol. And tea is inexpensive and easy to make. You can start your own, or you can get a starter from a friend. And I believe you can even order the starters, and the starters are called scobies. So come along with me while I show you how to make this. First thing you'll do, water, filtered water, 6 cups. Now everybody has their own little recipe, different amounts of water. Some do 18, some do 10, some do 14. I'm going to do 16 cups, but 6 cups are going to boil in the pot first. And I'm doing 6 bags. Part of my doing 6 cups of water to start, 16 cups of liquid after, is simply because it helps me remember 6 tea bags. So 6 of everything. So we're going to let these get good and hot and boiling, and I'll show you next the scobies. Okay, so this is what's known as a hotel. It's where you keep your extra scobies. And this is the batch I made a couple weeks ago. It's my batch of kombucha. And you usually wait 7 to 10 days. I like mine a little more tart, so I'll go between 10 and 14 days. So I'm going to transfer this into this, and we can drink it straight out of here. Now you always want to make sure your hands are good and clean, and I have washed my hands. And this is a scoby. So what I do with my extra scobies, look at that. I put them in the hotel with the others. And this one is a new scoby. You can see because it's a lot thinner than this one with the extra parts to it. This is actually newer. So I'll put these in here. And you'll have little bits that stay in there, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. It's good for you. Here, let's show you. I'm just going to pour this right into here. And I'm going to take a cup, and you see how that all fizzed up? Because it is ready. And then I just take that, some extra, which I'll drink in just a minute. Let's cover this. And this will end up in the refrigerator, but for now, I'm just going to sit it off to the side. Now, when you're making more, and I'm not going to rinse this out, this will be just fine for this next batch. What I'm going to do is put 10 cups of water in here. 2. And then what we do is put one of the scobies from the hotel here. Look at this one. That is nice, big, and thick. Look how thick that is. And put that in here. And 2 cups of the tea from the mother will go in here. Now, when those 6 cups of tea are done brewing on the stove, I'll come back and show you the rest of what we do. Oh, while I'm here, also I keep my hotel and the one that's brewing. They have a cheesecloth or a towel over them, rubber banded, so that no ickies can get in. Just put a towel right over it. And then I put this net over it. Really, it was just because I had it and I wanted to make doubly sure everything would be okay. It doesn't really do anything. All right, tea is done. I waited just a little bit longer to give the tea bags time to soak. Ah, there goes the tea bag. So what I'm going to do now is squish out the tea. Get all that out. The tea bags will go into the compost bin. Fish out, little tag. Now, the next thing to do is add 1 cup of sugar. And I use this organic cane sugar. Get that in here. 1 cup. And we're going to stir that until it melts. All And I did things just a little bit backwards a moment ago. So I took my scoby out of my soon-to-be kombucha and set it aside because I don't, even though I put the cool water in here, I don't want to pour hot water on top of that with the scoby. It might get burned. So pour the cold water in here. And now it's cool to the touch, comfortable to the touch. So I put my scoby back in the jar and doopy doopy doo. Let's pour this in here some. Like I said, this can be done with all the water boiling the tea, but then you have to wait for it all to cool down in order to start your tea. And that sugar is for the scoby. It actually eats that sugar and turns it into a really amazing healthy drink. Now I'm just going to pour this all in here. There. Okay. There you have it. Isn't that pretty? Scoby right now is down at the bottom, but as it eats that sugar, it'll eventually rise up to the top and easy to take out when it comes time to either drink your kombucha or do a second ferment in which you can add juice. Now these jars here, typically what I use to pour my kombucha in, and these are quart jars. And what I do is I fill it up most of the way with kombucha and then add about a third of a cup or third to half a cup of some kind of juice. Now I've had, what was it? Pear nectar. That was at a friend's house, actually the people that gave me my starter scoby. And then this batch here was made with guava nectar. I've made it with cranberry syrup, or not syrup, but cranberry juice that I made from cranberries I picked out here around the property. And so this one I'm almost through with. This is my next one. I put this in, and when you put these, when you're ready for them to stop fermenting, you put them in the refrigerator. As long as these are out, these will continue to ferment. So it really is up to you on how sweet or how tart you like it. If you like it sweet, go ahead, put your juice in it and put it in the refrigerator. I like it a little less sweet, so I let it ferment another few days and then I'll put it in the refrigerator. Now, we'll put the directions for making this down below. Enjoy. And if you can't find somebody with a scoby, I will also add the link to a recipe I found online that is really simple to follow, even teaches you how to make your own scobies.
Well, welcome to the second day of November. And if conditions continue, we may be back on the river. Temperature is moving up into the 30s. And of course, that is melting things. As well, you can't really tell in this video, but the main channel of the river over there, that's some very thin ice. And you can see it here in front of our cut bank. Yeah, things beginning to melt around the boat here. So, and there doesn't seem to be, well, we don't have much of a forecast, but if things continue like this, the stern of the boat will be floating.
Oh, it's okay, puppies. Daddy just got a snow shower.
And with the heavy wet snow, we have problems like this. This tree just came out of the ground, and the thing about it is, I had things tied to it. But like I said, with temperatures the way they are, everything is melting. And that's okay, but it puts us in a rush to get a bunch of things done. Well, as evening draws nigh, Michelle has been busy in the kitchen, and from what I understand, we're having what?
Chicken soup and dumplings. Oh. You aren't supposed to open that.
Oh, well, yeah, I know, because it fogged up the lens on the camera.
You don't open it, it'll make them soggy.
Oh, okay. There, it's chicken and dumplings.
Oh my gosh.
And I made a big boo-boo because I opened the lid, and now the dumplings will be soggy. The finished product. Michelle's Wilderness Chicken and Dumplings. Well, this Monday morning started out with beautiful blue, clear skies. And just as the sun rose above the horizon, the clouds started rolling in. So we're going to be a little on the hazy side today, very little solar, because this time of year the sun doesn't get up high enough to actually get any sun on the solar panels. It gets a little, but not enough to really generate any energy. And a quick update on the boat. This morning I had hoped the water would come up a little more than what it has, and then we could easily get this boat on up. But it looks like I'm going to have to bring the jack down, jack it up, get it started on this ledge, and then it will come on up. Well, Tuesday morning has rolled around, 3 degrees above zero, and it's trying to turn into a nice day, but as usual, the sun gets above the horizon and here come the clouds. Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you would, like this video, share it, leave us a comment, and above all, subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you next time right here on Alaska Bush Living.